Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas on Nyxus Gaming. When last we left off, we had explored the old Mormon fort in Freeside, did a quest where we helped two chem addicts with their addictions and got them to come back to the fort and start helping out the town a little. Now, this episode, we're gonna head into the Silver Rush and meet the Van Graffs. As you approach, you're gonna be stopped.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling.
Okay, search away.
It should only take a moment. There, I've stored all of your weapons. You're clear to enter. When you leave, I'll hand them all back to you.
Now, you can't actually come in here with any weapons the first time around, but after you start the quest, you'll be able to.
You'll have to wait until it's over.
Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work.
So as soon as you enter, you're privy to that little cutscene there, where they're dealing with someone who broke fate with their family.
What's up?
Now this is another spot where I wanted to bring Veronica in and get a little trigger for her. She hasn't done it yet. You see Van Graff thugs everywhere. We're gonna want to come up and talk to, don't mind me just picking two caps out of an ash pile. Talk to Gloria Van Graff here.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, where only top-of-the-line energy weapons can be found. What can I do for you?
You can check what she has for sale. It's going to be mostly energy weapon stuff. You got a flamer, incinerator, multi-plas rifle, bunch of different stuff that we don't really want at all. So we'll back out of that.
Holy hell, that's a lot of energy weapons.
And
Dropped
that's
the ball on that one.
that's the trigger that we wanted for Veronica, so let's deal with this real quick.
You know, I've been thinking. The real problem with the Brotherhood is that we isolate ourselves. Our training is top-notch, our technology gives us an advantage, but when it all comes down to it, we're losing because we shun the outside world. We always make enemies, never allies. We refuse to recruit outsiders or see the value in their simpler technologies.
Why don't you do something about it?
I don't know. I'm still thinking about what kind of role we could take on that would give us the best chance of survival. But I think things are starting to come together. I know the odds aren't good, but I gotta try. I can't lose them.
And yeah, that is her second trigger that we're gonna get.
Evening.
After this, we might go ahead and switch to Arcade Ganon, because we don't really need Veronica anymore for any other triggers. But let's go back to Gloria Van Graff first.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, where only top-of-the-line energy weapons can be found. What can I do for you? Not at all.
We can learn a little about the Van Graffs and their allegiances with other factions.
There are chief competitors in this region and many others. That makes them our enemies. While I respect their business acumen, I'm obligated to try to destroy them however I can. That's business, after all. Very little, same as everyone else. We attempted to deal with him when we first moved into the area, but had no luck. He must have his own weapons supplies to keep as many laser-armed robots operational as he does. Makes me wonder where they are. Yes, it is. My brother and I run this particular branch, but our family has operations all over, particularly in California. Look around, and you'll notice two things. First, we don't lack for security. I'm not worried about anyone breaking in here or stealing our goods. Not that we don't occasionally have attempts, but even those prove useful. Do you know how much target dummies cost? Back to my point. The second thing you'll notice is that we do not sell cheap merchandise. Everything here is second to none. People who buy Van Graff goods typically don't care where they have to go to get them. This place is certainly lively, that's for sure. Did you want to know something specific about it? Ah, the rulers of Freeside. The kings are a bunch of boys who refuse to grow up, and this is their playground. Their leader seems different, though. The few times I've dealt with him, I've been impressed, despite myself. Unfortunately, he rarely acts. The kings believe that everyone in Freeside can do whatever they want, provided they can back it up with force. Which suits us just fine. When we first arrived in Freeside, the kings protested when we kicked out the original occupant of this establishment. When we reduced several of their members to glowing puddles of goo, their objections vanished. Since then, we've left each other alone. I don't really have much to do with them. They seem to have an aversion to weapons technology, and those who possess a great deal of it. Their loss, really. Well, you probably noticed the Atomic Wrangler across the street. That's pretty much the place to go around here. They make it a little loud around here at night, but the business their proximity brings more than makes up for it. Other than them, you're better off skipping Freeside entirely and just heading to the Strip. Suits me. What did you have in mind? Oh, there's not much to tell. I was born into a big family and don't get along with my parents, so here I am. As far away from them as possible. You must not know a lot about my family, or you wouldn't have asked that. The Van Graffs and the NCR have been enemies for decades. They've tried to block our expansion for years, but we've managed to grow regardless. The problem is, they have too. The NCR is huge now. We're talking on a scale that's difficult to imagine. Time was, we could fight them and hold our own. Not so anymore. My family has enough men and guns to field a small army, but the NCR can field a really, really big army. Fighting them is out of the question now. I've only heard rumors, since this is the furthest east our operations go, but the rumors are pretty scary. They're said to be a huge slaver nation, with all the soldiers obeying their lord with unquestioning obedience. Sounds like a man I'd like to meet.
So you get a good idea of the Van Graffs here. How they're kind of ruthless in a way. They don't know much about Mr. House or the Legion. They're enemies with the NCR. And yeah, they aren't on really good terms with the kings, from the hearsay of it. So let's ask them if they have any work available.
It just so happens a position opened up recently. We currently need another body to guard the entrance outside. Think you can handle that?
Sure, count me in.
Wonderful. I already have a man outside who can show you the ropes and get you set up. His name is Simon. He's been with the family for years, so listen to what he says and follow his instructions.
Alright, so we're heading back outside to do some guard duty. Birds of a feather.
Welcome to the Sylv. Ah, crap. Don't tell me you're my new guard.
That's right.
Well, no time for pleasantries. I've got your gear right here, but let's see if you can follow instructions. You'll be covering the other side of the door there. Take your position while I get your stuff out.
Alright.
Good. Look around and get a feel for where customers and risks can enter and exit the area while I get your gear ready. Okay, now let's get you geared up. First, your armor. Standard issue is your run-of-the-mill combat armor, with a nice dark coat of paint for both brand recognition and sheer intimidation value. Next, your weapon. Guards are required to use rifles. Anything lighter compromises your combat effectiveness. Anything heavier and people are too scared to come in the door. What's your preference, laser or plasma?
Fire.
Lasers have a high rate of fire, but not a lot of stopping.
There we go, lasers.
Plasma, on the other hand, is slow as a mule, but with a kick to match. So, what'll it be?
You said fire with lasers, so we're going with that.
Good choice. I prefer laser-based weapons myself, but the boss lady says she wants at least one guard using a plasma rifle. Says the lightning bits draw in more people. Whatever. Now that you're equipped, a quick word on the job at hand. In a nutshell, We're here to keep the riffraff away. Drunks, punks, and capless vermin are to be turned away. Potential customers are to be permitted normal entrance. That is, after we pat them down for weapons. An unarmed man is a lot less likely to try to steal something with several armed guards around. Don't start any fights. I don't care if some jet junkie just assaulted your mother. We're here to promote violence elsewhere, not start it here. Lastly, don't abandon your post. We're getting paid to stand next to this door, not talk to someone down the street or head to the casino. That goes double for any thoughts of splitting with that gear. Every now and then, some young punk thinks he can run off with Van Graff property. Trust me, the rifle and armor are nice, they're not worth your life. Other than that, relax. There's usually some eye candy coming and going from the Wrangler over there at some point, so the view's not too bad.
You say it's not worth my life. Is it worth your life? Haha. So yeah, basically we just...
You got some hours left before your shift ends.
We just gotta stand here and wait for people to walk up and deal with them.
Here comes a winner. I'll let you handle this one.
We got the first one coming up right here. The best part of this is you just gotta wait for him to walk up super slowly and resist the urge to just shoot him in the head. It would be so easy.
Hi there. Is this where I can pick up a laser gun?
Yep, remember, no drunks. And you can't start a fight, so I can't let you insert company policy.
Sounds like a stupid policy to me.
Good. Stick to the rules.
That one's the easiest one. And again,
You're on.
just wait until you see the next one. Said he was walking up, I don't see him. Oh, is he? He's behind Veronica, it looks like. Yeah.
Hi. I was, in the area and thought I'd stop by to look at your weapons. Can I go in?
Yeah, we're gonna have to search you first.
Fine by me.
He's clean. See? Not so hard, is it?
Again, another easy one. We're gonna see...
Looks like we got another customer.
We're gonna see a, not a familiar face, but someone we have learned about come up here, who we know has issues with the Van Graffs. It's not this customer, though. This guy came from the casino here, might be drunk, who knows.
Howdy. I just done broke the bank over at the Wrangler there and thought I might peruse your fine wares. Maybe lighten my purse a little?
Yeah, we just need to pat you down first.
Now hold on here. I'm not packing any heat. Ain't my word good enough for you?
If you have high enough speech, you can do a check here and turn him away without any fights, but we don't have it, so we're gonna have to take the rude option. In a word,
If
no.
that's the case, then I guess I'll go spend my money elsewhere.
Wow. You're a real people person, aren't you?
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Looks like that guy's headed this way. Don't screw it up.
We got another one coming up. Somewhere. Again, I don't see this one anywhere. Oh, is this him? I think this is him right here. Again, just gotta wait for him to walk up because he can't move from this spot, and they walk super slowly.
Hey, looking for something to replace my old revolver. Mind if I head in?
You're gonna have to be searching you first.
That's not really necessary, is it? I already told you I got this here revolver, right?
It's company policy.
Damn, I knew this wasn't gonna work.
And he's gonna start a fight right away. If you check him, he had some explosives on him. and a revenge note here that we're going to check out. Go into our miscellaneous here. The revenge note. To whom it may concern, if you are reading this, then I am likely dead. I can only hope that I have managed to take out some of those thrice damned Van Graffs with me. My family deserves that much at least. So this guy was planning on going in there and blowing himself up. If you do let him in, he will kill everybody inside for you. So if you don't want the Van Graffs to live, that's not a bad option.
Help me clean this up. No one's gonna want to shop here with a corpse out front.
And that deals with that guy.
This I do not need today. Keep your head straight, Ricky. Things are about to get interesting.
And here we have our final customer of the night. The one I was telling you about, that we heard about before. This is Pacer.
How's it hanging? Looks like you've got a little helper today.
What can I say? Business has been good lately. We can afford to help.
Good to hear, buddy. Is the boss lady in?
You know she is. Why don't you go in and say hi?
Nah, I got some rounds to run. But do pass along that I'm always thinking about. Actually, I got a better idea. Make the new hire tell her. You'll do that for me, won't you?
I'll be sure to pass it along, sir.
That's a good dog. Well, I'm out of here. Later, Simon.
Way to keep your head, rookie. Let's hope for you yet.
And now that we've met Pacer, we see he's a little bit of a dickhead. But he should be the last one for the night.
It's just about closing time. Let's go see the boss about getting paid. Oh, I'm gonna need the rifle and armor back. Boss's orders.
And you don't even get to keep that stuff.
Simon's been telling me how it went. Let's do a quick recap. You had a little bit of a hard time following instructions, but didn't do too bad overall. Here's your pay. Unfortunately, I found someone else with a little more experience, and he'll take over the position starting tomorrow. However, another task has come up that I could use some help with, assuming you're still interested in making some money.
So, we had a little bit of a hard time following instructions. That's all because we didn't make that speech check. If you make that speech check and do everything else, you should get paid a little more than 200 caps. I'm not sure on the amount, but that's pretty much a perfect go-around.
There's a deal that we've been working on for a while now, and the buyer would like a sample of our weapons. I need you to run a package out to a discrete location that the client has chosen. Sound good?
I'll do it.
Good. Here's the package. I'll mark the location on your map. The buyer said they'd be in town for quite a while, so there's no rush. That said, try not to dawdle. This client could mean big money for us, which naturally means big money for you.
And now we have a package to deliver at a designated location. We're gonna want to re-equip our armor and our weapon, which, by the way, we can bring in here freely now that we're working for the Van Graffs. Let's see where this package is. I know it's in the outer Vegas area. Yeah, we should be able to walk out from the medical clinic here. He's gonna be past all the ruined buildings, I believe. But you'll just walk up, make the exchange. I think there's a speech check that we won't be able to do. But if you do it, you get more caps out of it, I think. I'm not 100% sure. We'll know when we get there. We see some red dots on the map already. I hope it's nothing too serious.
Trouble.
We got some rad scorpions. Which, go down pretty fast with our new weapons. And of course, go down pretty fast with Veronica here. You can take the poison glands if you want and give them to Ruby Nash and Prim. Get some Rad Scorpion casserole or whatever it's called. I'm not too interested. That guy there looks like our delivery boy or whatever, our middleman, package guy, whatever you want to call him. Strange man.
Are you the Van Graffs emissary?
Sure.
Do you have what we requested?
Who is we?
We were told there would be no questions. Do you have what we requested or not?
It's right here. Where's the payment?
I wasn't informed there was to be an exchange on my part. What are you talking about?
And this is where you can get the speech, the extra money if you pass the speech check. I don't have it.
That you would have something for me. Now do you or not?
We unfortunately don't have the speech, so we're just gonna give him the package.
Huh. Then our business is concluded. Tell your superiors that we will contact them shortly.
And that's about it for that delivery. We can head back into Freeside here. And of course the closest point that we can travel to is right outside the Freeside gate, so we have a little bit of walking to do. But I think that's gonna about do it for this episode. We aren't actually gonna finish this Birds of a Feather quest.
That is one.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work. He said to give you this.
We got a squirrel on a stick. If you have high Freeside reputation, you'll randomly get a king that'll run up to you and give you stuff every now and then. So that's nice. We haven't even met the kings yet, and they already like us, so that's always good. But like I said, we aren't going to finish Birds of a Feather, because it conflicts with another quest. It's one of those this or that things. And the that quest is it's a companion quest. And I always prioritize companions over regular quests. Speaking of companions though, like I said we were going to do, we're going to go ahead and get rid of Veronica here.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back at the 188. Maybe digging in some dirt for scrap metal or something.
Okay, bye. And we're going to go get Arcade Gannon. We're going to take him to the Silver Rush and see what he says in there, because that's one of his triggers as well for his quest. He should be in his little tent here. Yep.
What's up?
Come with me.
There's something about that robot that doesn't seem alright to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged, and if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
Hey buddy, what's your problem with Eddie?
It just seems a little twitchy. Some of these robots, you look at them the wrong way, don't screw in a vacuum tube right. The next thing you know, you're a pile of ash on the floor and someone's stepping out of a vertibird to sweep your remains into a Nuka-Cola bottle.
Just a little paranoid.
Does it? Does it?
I'm not exactly a mercenary. Taking out scumbags of this magnitude wouldn't cause me to lose any sleep.
So now we have Arcade Gannon here.
What's up?
We can talk to him a little bit. We already asked him about himself before, so he's not going to have too much more to say. Like I said, you don't really get to know Arcade Gannon too well until you get his companion quest, which is one of the last things we'll be doing, honestly, before we go to the big finale. Because like I said before, it's kind of a finale quest. It has a lot to do with the main ending, but it's good to get a little bit into Gannon now and see what he's like. As you can tell, he's a shut up kid. He's a very sarcastic asshole like a few of the other companions. Except he knows he can be boring. And it's like he revels in it, dude.
You want someone dead? Really dead?
Yeah, I want you dead.
We'll give you the means.
Sorry, I hate these criers they have on these streets. They're so annoying, dude. So now we're heading back into the Silver Rush to tell Gloria that we finished the job. We should get the arcade Ganon trigger somewhere here.
That's a lot of energy weapons. Brings back some interesting memories.
And there it is. Do the followers use energy weapons?
Energy weapons? Of course not. I mean, but we study all sorts of science and technology, so, you know, you just kind of get familiar with them. Yeah.
So it seems he has memories of energy weapons,
Keep moving.
even though the followers don't use them. Interesting.
Welcome back. Did you have news for me, or are you just here for the guns? And don't leave me in suspense. What was their reaction? Good. Good. Here's your payment. If you'll excuse me, I have some thinking to do. Oh, Jean-Baptiste was talking about a matter earlier that he needs help with. I volunteered you. See him for the details.
Alright. So this next part is where we have to cut this quest off, because this is where it starts conflicting with a companion quest.
Ah, just the person I was looking for. Your name came up in a discussion we had recently. My sister is very impressed with you so far, but I'm not. I don't think you have what it takes to work for this family. Luckily for you, I'm going to give you a chance to prove me wrong. What do you say? Want to make some real money?
Absolutely. What would I have to do?
No. That's not how it works. You don't get to weigh the options. You're either in or you're out.
I guess I'm in.
All right then. If we're going to work together, there's only one thing you need to know about me. I like things simple. Recently, Glory negotiated a deal between us and a big-time player. We're talking more caps than you'd probably see in a lifetime. Your part in this is simple. To finalize this deal, I need to tie up a loose end. To do that, there's a girl I need you to find.
Who's the girl?
Her name is Rose of Sharon Cassidy. That's some fancy shit, right? Don't know what her mother was thinking with a name like that. But this girl and I, we need to have a discussion. Find her, bring her here, so I can talk to her, one-on-one.
Cass?
Really, NCR all around her. Well, tell you what, you find a way to bring her here. She'll want to hear what I have to say.
Why don't you do it?
I got business here. Need to watch the shop, make sure things are running smoothly. Besides, if I came for the girl, I'm not all friendly and charming like you are. She might get the wrong idea. You don't want us chatting, trust me. As for the girl, I just want to talk to her. And if you can't bring her here, then you're no use to me, or Gloria. So if you want to cause trouble in here over nothing, then go on, try. If your answer isn't yes, I'll bring her here, or no, I won't because Gloria had me pegged wrong, then we're done here.
If I run across her, I'll let her know.
Find her, bring her back here so we can talk. Needless to say, there's some good money in it for you.
So, spoiler alert, if you bring her back here and do his side of the quest, he's just gonna kill her. Which is why I'm not doing that quest anymore. I just wanted to do up to that point, give you guys a good idea of what the Van Graffs are about. And yeah, that about does it for them. Next episode, we're gonna head into the Atomic Wrangler and see what they're all about. As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Nyxus Gaming. Bye-bye.